Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. So today we'll see one more application in backtracking, that is graph coloring problem. And we'll solve this graph coloring problem using a backtracking methodology. So imagine if you want to represent a map with different colors, so we need to take care that no two adjacent regions should be colored with the same color. So if that happens, so two different regions will be considered as a single region. So that we have to color a graph or color a map which is having a different regions with different colors without any overlapping, right? So similarly, let us take here a graph and we need to color each and every node or vertex such that no two adjacent nodes or vertices should be colored with a similar color. See, let us take an example. There are four regions or four nodes. So these are the four nodes and we need to color these four nodes with some three colors. So red, green and blue. Usually we call it as a RGB, right? Let us take the three colors. First, if we color the region A or node A with red, the adjacent node B should not be colored with red. So you can color it with green. And coming to the C, the third region, it should not be colored with green because it is adjacent. So it can be colored by using red or blue. Red or blue. And here, this should not be colored with a red because the adjacent region is filled with a red color. So it can be colored with green. Green, right? For example, let us take here, it has a red, okay? And here we can fill with a blue, right? So you can observe we have filled this one such that no adjacent nodes are colored with a similar color. See, A is colored with a red. What are the adjacents? So D and B. So both are with the different colors. And C, B is green. What are the adjacent? A and C. So A and C were not colored with a green. And C is red. What are the adjacents? D and B. Both are not colored with a red. And D, which is colored with a blue. So adjacent are A and C. A and C are not colored with a red. So this is one option. For example, if you consider here blue, if you color this region with a blue, then what happens here? D should not be colored with a blue or red because D is having adjacents A and C. A and C are colored with red and blue. So we should not color D with red and blue. It can be colored with a green. So this is another solution. So like that, we have to color all the regions with the different colors so that the no two adjacent nodes should be colored with a similar color. So for this we are supposed to use the state space tree where we are having all possibilities and from that we are finding the feasible solutions. And if one solution or one path may not lead to the feasible solution, there we are going to backtrack and select the alternate path. So like that we have to solve the problem and we need to find multiple paths, that means a feasible solutions, right? Yes. Let us take the same example. I'll draw the example here. A, B, C, D. So these are the four regions or four nodes. So let us represent it as a 1, okay? 1 in order to avoid the confusion because we are also representing the colors with RGB. So in order to avoid the confusion, we can name it as 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 are four nodes or four regions. And we need to color with red, green and blue. Red, green and blue. So root node, state space T, first root node. From this root node, first we have to fill the node 1. So 1, 1, 1, right? And this one we are filling with red and green and blue. So 3. So we can fill the first region with either red, green or blue. So we need to write down all the possibilities, right? So I'll tell only this possibility. So you will be practicing with the remaining 2 possibilities, right? So first consider this one. If the, see, always the backtracking will work with the depth first search. So we need to solve it using depth first search, right? So 1, and from here there are 3 possibilities for filling the second node. See, these are the different nodes, or simply depth first search. So go with the x2 is equal to red. Okay, x2 is equal to red. If 1 is filled with red and R2 and node 2 is also filled with R, that means the 2 adjacent nodes comes with a similar color. So this is not a feasible solution. So we should not fill the second node with red. So backtrack, move with the alternatives. So there is one more alternative, that x2 can be green, red and green. Is it possible? Yes. So 2 is an adjacent of 1 and 1 is filled with R. So 2 is not filled with R, 2 is filled with green. So this is possible way. Again, what is the next possibility? x3. That means the third region. Third region is red. Third region is red. Is it possible? Yes. So third region having a 2 adjacents, 4 and 2. 4 is not filled so far. 2 is filled with green. So 3 can fill with red. This is also possible. And again, fourth, x4 is equal to R. So x4 is equal to R. That means fourth region is filled with R. So is it proper? No, because 4 is having the adjacent nodes 1 and 3, and 1 and 3 nodes are filled with R. So we should not fill the 4 with R. So this fails. This is not a feasible solution. So backtrack and move with the next alternate path. That is, if x4 is filled with green. So x4 is filled with green. Is it possible? Yes. So 4 is having the adjacent nodes 1 and 3. So fourth region having the adjacent regions 1 and 3, both are filled with R. So 4 is filled with green. Yes, it's possible. So this will be one solution. So next possibility. If x4 is filled with blue, if x4 is filled with blue, that means a fourth region filled with blue. So this is also possible because adjacent nodes 1 and 3 filled with R. So 4 can be filled with blue. Yes. So this is second solution. Backtrack, move with the alternate. So 2 is filled with red and we have proceeded. Now, sorry, 3 is filled with red. Okay. Now 3 is filled with green. Let us take 3 is filled with green. The next possibility. Right? So is it feasible? No, because 3 is having the adjacent regions 4 and 2. 4 is not filled so far and 2 is filled with green. So 3 can't be filled with green. So this is not feasible. Similarly, move on with the next possibility. The third region filled with blue. We have to check. So third region is filled with blue. Okay. So is this may lead to the feasible solution? Let us check. 3 is having the 2 adjacent regions 4 and 2 and 4 not visited. 2 if is filled with green. So obviously 3 can be filled with blue. So this may lead to the feasible solution. Yes. So further depth first search. So we need to fill the fourth region. So let it be filled with red, R. So it may lead to feasible. So 4 is having adjacent regions 1 and 3. So 1 is filled with R. So 4 should not be filled with R. So this is not a feasible. Next possibility. Sorry, this is 4, right? So 4 is filled with green. Let us take 4 is filled with green and check whether it is a feasible. So 4 is having the adjacent regions 1 and 3, and 1 is filled with R, 3 is filled with blue. So obviously 4 can be filled with green. There is no overlapping. Yes, this is a third solution. And the next possibility, if the 4 is filled with blue, if the 4 is filled with blue, see, 4 is having the two adjacent nodes 1 and 3, 1 is filled with R, 3 is filled with blue, so 4 can't be filled with blue. So this is not possible. This is not possible, right? So again backtrack, and there is one more possibility for 1. If x2 is filled with blue, see, the second node is filled with R, no solution. Second node filled with green, we got some 2 solutions, and now we are moving with second node filled with blue. So the next alternate is second is filled with blue. Okay. So x2 is equal to blue, and here x3 is equal to R. x3 is equal to R. Is it possible? So 3 is having, third region is having 2 adjacent nodes 4 and 2. 2 is filled with blue and 4 was not visited. So 3 can be filled with red. Yes, it is possible. Again, 4, x4 is equal to red. x4 is equal to red. So this is not possible because 4 is having adjacent nodes 3 and 1. Both are filled with red. So 4 can't be filled with red. So this is not possible. So backtrack and go with the alternate. x4 is equal to green. Now let us take green. Is it possible? See, 4 is having adjacent nodes 1 and 3. 1 and 3 both filled with R. So the fourth region can be filled with green. Yes. So this is one more solution. And what is the next alternative? If x4 is filled with blue, what happens? It may lead to feasible or not. So it is filled with blue. You can check for the adjacent nodes for 4 are 1 and 3. Both are filled with red. So 4 can be filled with blue. Yes. So this is one more solution. And we have completed all the 3 possibilities from region 3. Backtrack and move with the next possibility. If x3, that means the third region is filled with green. A third region filled with green. Is it possible? Yes, because 3 is having adjacent nodes 4 and 2. 4 is not visited. 2 is filled with blue. So 3 can be filled with green. Yes. Now x4 is equal to red. Is it possible? No, because 4 is having adjacent node 1 which is filled with R. So it can't be possible. So it is false. Again, G, that means a green. So if it is green, this is also not possible because 3 is adjacent to 4 which is filled with green. So 4 can't be filled with green. Next, blue. If this one is filled with blue, is it possible? Yes, because 4 is having adjacent nodes 1 and 3 which are filled with red and green. So it can be filled with blue. So this is one more solution. So here we have checked all the possibilities. Coming to the second node, only 2 possibilities we have checked. So again we have to go with the next possibility. That means if x3 is blue. So if it is blue, is it possible? See, 2 is an adjacent of 3 which is filled with blue. So this can't be happened. This can't be happened. Right? So here we have checked with all possibilities, right? X3 is equal to blue, which is not possible. So we have checked all the possibilities here. Okay, these all possibilities have been fixed when the first node is fixed with R. First node is filled with R. So we have to repeat the same process and find out all the solutions if the first node is filled with green. And similarly, the next possibility if the first node is filled with blue. So there are three possibilities. The first node can be filled with either red or green or blue. So all these things we have done so far is if the first node is filled with red, right? So here the solutions 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is the first solution we got? This one. That means R, G, R, G. So R, G, R, G. This is the first solution. And the second solution, R, G, R, B. R, G, R, B. Third solution, R, G, B, G. R, G, B, G. And the next solution, R, B, R, G. R, B, R, G. Next solution, R, B, R, B. R, B, R, B. The next solution, R, B, G, B. R, B, G, B. So these are all the different solutions. Okay, these are all the different solutions. You can see. So without any overlapping, that means without filling the adjacent nodes with the similar color, so we can fill all the regions by using these combinations. If the first node is fixed with R, that means if it is filled with R. Similarly, we have to find out if the first node is filled with green, what are the possible solutions? And if the first node is filled with blue, what are the possible solutions? So I am just stopping here. You just practice with these two nodes, right? And solve this and comment all the possible solutions for this particular graph and all the possible solutions for all these possibilities, right? So hope you understood and enjoyed the session. If you really enjoyed my session, like my session, share my session with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.